Hey guys, KRX here with another review, and welcome to the third and final part of my review of the Complete Selection Modification OOO Driver Complete Set from Kamen OOOs. In this part, I'll be looking at the different modes of the OOO scanner, taking a look at the bonus content included with set, and doing a comparison of sounds between the CSM OOO scanner and the original Deluxe OOO scanner. So, let's get started. Starting off, let's get to the OOO scanner. So switching on. We'll start off with normal mode. So, with normal mode, and with the different modes, the voice button does different things depending on if it's before or after the transformation. For normal mode and by voice mode, pressing the voice button will get you different voice phrases from the show and from the movies, which are new re-recorded lines from the actors of Eiji and Ankh. Now, one thing to note is that this has 89 voice lines recorded on it, so it's not something I'm actually going to be able to get all in this video, but it's actually going to be something for a separate video. Though one voice line I want to make specific note of, and show off here, is voice line number 28. That is the transformation for the imaginary love combo that Eiji comes up with during one of the episodes where he became infatuated with a woman. But what you need to look more at is the sounds you get from the long presses. So, pressing and holding down the voice button will give you a few different phrases. And so, basically these are lines from Ankh, saying things like yummy are nearby or a certain greed is nearby. And things like telling him to use medals and then throwing him to him. That's Uva. Mizu. There's also a sound for when Eiji is possessed by the purple melds, and they're automatically put into the OOO Driver. Kazari. And Gamel. Now there's also sounds that are made after the transmission. So for the sake of this video, I'm actually not going to be taking any of the melds out of the case and putting them into the driver. To make it a bit simpler, I'm just going to scan them while they're in the trays and then use them with the little chip on the OOO Driver. So after transformation, it basically switches over to lines of Ankh giving Eiji advice on whether or not to use combos, or him giving him new melds for a different combo. And so there you have that. Moving on, we switch it over to by voice mode. So for this mode, it still has the voice lines. This time, we have pre-transmission lines from AG and Ankh, with AG calling to Ankh to throw him medals, and Ankh complying. We still have the dinosaur melt sounds. We also have specific medal calls where he will ask to be thrown certain medals for a certain combination. So let's get one of them. Now those voice calls there were actually because I had it still activated or had it still in a transformed state. So I'll reactivate Tadawa combo. Now we'll do that again. So you'll have things like Ankh telling Angie that using combos is dangerous, or him throwing random medals. Again, we'll get to some of the specific ones. So we asked for Shouta, so we'll scan those. And so we'll go as normal. We do it again. If we say do a different combo, like Gatakiriba, he'll complain that Ankh got the medals wrong, which is a nice little touch. And so let's just hear all of the different calls for the different combos. Set all of those. Let's deactivate the transformation. Switch over to Ankh Navigate mode, where Ankh takes over. So for this will change the short presses of the voice button. So if we do that, we now have Ankh instructing AG on what medals to use. So he asks for Shouta, and let's do that. Let's do that again. And Ankh will comment on how he used the right medals, or the medals that he was instructed to. Or you in this case. But more than just combos, it'll also give you some random things or random combos to use. So in this case, he asked for Sai, Kujaku, and Zo. So then, again. And again, let's try seeing what happens when we use the wrong combo. And he gets mad that you used the wrong metals. We also have the long press sounds. Which are just more of the generic combo changing sounds. And before the combination, he just has a combination of the meld change lines and the greed detection lines. Next, we'll look at the bonus materials, which all come in this Kogami Foundation folder, which has the logo here. You can see that it also has Kogami Biological Lab at the bottom, showing that these are meant to be research notes. On the inside cover, you have this basically long paragraph or long page here describing things like the different kinds of melds there are, and basically just documenting a lot of the different melds in general. The real interesting part comes with these pages here. These are a bunch of laminated pages with different things on them. First up, we have the O-meld tree. This is an ancient document that was kind of dug up in the show, demonstrating all of the different metals and how they're connected to each other. You can see that up here. We have the top, which is meant to represent the O scanner, and then all the metals with lines connecting them. And so you can see that metals that make combos are connected. Also have these words written in between them. You also have cell metals off to the side, all the various combos all around, and then at the bottom, disconnected from them, are the dinosaur metals. So of note is that the writing here is meant to look like some kind of ancient dialect or ancient language, but it's actually very stylized English. You can see it actually reads here, Meld Tree, the King O's. You have all the names for the metals with the animal names in English. You can see we have hawk, peacock, and condor. For anything that has a combo, the word bonds are written between the metals. You have cell meld run here. Now at the bottom we have has awakened, and that's meant as essentially as a continuation of the line at the top, so it's meant to be read as the King O's has awakened. It's a very fascinating little piece that's included. It also has a Kogami Foundation stamp on the back. Next we have some info sheets. Each of these are two-sided and kind of document various things about O's. First up we have the OOO Driver, with the various parts detailed and given descriptions on the sides, as well as the OOO Scanner. Flipping it over, we have OOO's Tatoba combo, where it shows a front and side profile view. You have the core melts that make up the combo, and again, the different pieces are actually labeled and then given descriptions off at the side. For the next sheet, we have Gazakiriba combo on one side, and Latorata combo on the other. After that, you have Sagozo combo on one side, and Tajador combo on the other. You also see that each one has this stamped watermark here saying confidential to kind of cement in the idea of these being top secret files of the Kogami Foundation. For the next sheet, we have Shouta combo and Putotira combo. And we have Burakawani combo. And we get into some of the combos for the extra stuff. We have Tamashi combo, made up of the Taka head, Imagine arms, and Shocker legs, which you can see are actually just redecorated and kind of recolored versions of the Condor legs. Then you have Super Tatawa combo. On the other side of that, we get into the new combos. So first up is Bikaso combo. We're going to see the Ebi head, Sasori arms, or Kani arms, and Sasori legs. Then Shigazeshi combo with the Shika head, Gazelle arms, and Ushi legs. And the other side of that is Mukachiri combo with the Mukade head, Hachi arms, and Ari legs. Then Sei Shirogin combo with the Seiuchi head, Shirokuma arms, and Penguin legs. And on the other side of that, we have Saramio combo with the Sama head, Kuja arms, and Okamio legs. After that, we have a sheet with Takapanba, the random combo made using the Panda metal, where you can see that the Panda body or Panda arms is just a recolored white version of the Tora arms. On the other side of that is Taka Yadoba, where you can see the Yadokari arms in use. After that, we have a sheet for the two random combos with the Kangaroo metal. First, Takagaruba, which uses the Kangaroo metal for the Kangaroo arms. Then the other side we have Takatora Garu, which uses it for the Kangaroo legs. And for the final sheet, I have a diagram for Kamen Rider Poseidon, where you can see his head, arms, and legs. And finally we have Kamen Rider Core, who is made using the black core metals as well as the memory. This is definitely a very nice little touch, and it is just a really neat bonus to come with the set. And finally, here we have all 7 metal trays laid out, so we can compare what sounds they make when scanned with the CSM O scanner and the original Deluxe O scanner. And we'll go about them one tray at a time. So, tray 1. Then the Deluxe. So obviously that one does not have its sound in the original O scanner. Then tray 2. Then Deluxe. Then tray 3. And Deluxe. So those were mostly the same, though you can obviously tell the big quality in sound, or the big difference in sound quality between the two, where the original one had a pretty low and stretchy voice, whereas the quality for the CSM scanner is a lot more clear, and it's pitched correctly to how it's actually supposed to sound in the show. So then moving into the fourth tray, we can get into some of the new original melodies for the set. And you'll start to see a pattern where a lot of the melodies that are only in the set are read rather generically by the original O scanner. So next, tray 5. Then the deluxe. And here we're going to see that, yeah, basically all of the melodies that were not released for the original O scanner are going to be read as either Ganba Ride, Rider Mel, or Kamen Rider. Though you will note that the Imagine Mel was scanned properly, as there was an Imagine Mel made for the original toy line, but it was inaccurate as it used a metallic blue outer rim instead of a gold one. Then tray 6. And I'm actually realizing that I forgot to switch these around and actually have them in the wrong order, so let's correct that. And just scan that row again. Then we'll move on to the deluxe scanner. And you'll notice some of these were actually properly read by the O scanner. And we'll move on to the final tray. And there we go. And there we go. Overall, I would say that the Complete Selection Modification OOO Driver is perhaps the most incredible CSM release to date. Not just for all of the different additions that it added to the original toy, but for the fact that it added in new and in a way missing content from the original belt. As you could hear when I did that comparison, several of the new melds actually did have sounds in the original OOO scanner. The problem is that those melds never got physical releases in the original Kamen Rider OOO's toy line. And so because of that, they actually went back, made new recordings for those sounds, and then made those melds into new combos, which I think is actually really incredible, because they were teased in Movie War Megamax as future core melds, but we never saw them in any kind of visual media. In other words, we never got to actually see what kind of forms they made. So they corrected that and actually gave us these new forms, and that is something really incredible, because If they want to, they could have just included everything that we originally got and maybe a few new medals for some of the combos that we did see, like the stuff for Cyan or Tamashi and Super Tatoba. But they went above and beyond to include these new combos, and that's very much appreciated. Of course, we also have a lot of other great features, like the different voice modes, the different features, as well as improvements to not only the medals, but the sound quality of the OOO scanner that makes this a superb set for OOO enthusiasts. The catch here is the price. This is a big set that definitely costs a lot. For me, it costs a few $100s, and it'll probably cost the same for you. On the one hand, this is understandable, but on the other hand, there isn't really a good alternative. There was another version of this set release that was just the complete selection modification OOO Driver, but that's just included the belt, all different parts, and just the medals for Tajador, La Torata, and Gatakiriba. Basically the same contents that you would get with the super best OOO Driver. The problem is that they never released a separate set with the rest of the medals if you want to save up for that later. So if you want all these medals, you want the new medals, then you have to go for the complete set, which I think is unfortunate because when they made the CSM releases for Decade, they actually released separate card sets for if you want to, say, get the CSM Decade driver, but you still wanted DN's card and just didn't want to buy the CSM DN driver as well, or vice versa. It would have been nice to see them actually make a CSM OML set, so that if you want to, you could get the base CSM OOO driver, and then at a later point pick up those medals. Sadly, that's not the case, so if you want to actually get all of this, you will have to buy the complete set. But if you do have the money to afford it, it's certainly worth it. There also are a couple of downsides I would have with the set. The first being that the Poseidon buckle, while a nice piece, isn't really worth it because it just makes one sound, technically two, based on whether you have 3 medals in or not, and that's not really all that special. While it is something that is compatible with the belt straps, it's something that they could have easily passed on. The other is the difference in the combo songs. Now, while there were some added layers to make them sound more like they do in the show, the problem is that with those layers, and the fact that it's got kind of a dual layer system for the sounds, for the original combos that we see, the BGM for those combos is kind of drowned out by the voices. That isn't quite the case with the newer combos, as you could hear, but it is definitely a shame that you can't really quite hear all of the original combo songs, and that is something that, was one of the things I was personally looking forward to. Although you can kind of make up for it by scanning the medals and then actually listening to it from the back, because apparently it seems that those BGM sounds are actually more housed in the back of the scanner. But whatever the case, this is a great set for OOO fans, and if you can't afford it, then absolutely pick this up, because this is the definitive version of the OOO Driver for sure. And again, an absolutely amazing CSM release that goes above and beyond. Now, of note is that I didn't show off everything within these 3 parts. Like I said, I am going to be making a couple of bonus videos that will be linked in the description. The first one will be showing off the BGM mode, since those are copyrighted songs and I don't want to get copyright strike on any one of the main parts of the review. And the second one will be a video showing off all of the different voice lines for the OOO scanner, because like I said, there are 89 of them, and some of them are pretty lengthy, so it would definitely be the kind of thing that I'd want to have in its own video. These will be 2 bonus videos that will be linked in the description, and they'll both be unlisted, so the only way to watch them will be to get to them through this video and the link. But, that being said, this is not the end for this belt, not the end for OOOs just yet, as I have purchased the 2 OOOs toys that are also compatible with the OOO scanner to show it off both in its original format with the deluxe OOO scanner as well as with the new one. So, first up, I'm going to be reviewing the deluxe Meta Jaliper Tuesday at 6 PM PST. So, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, Let me know your thoughts down in the comments, and if you're new and would like to see more, please subscribe and hit the bell icon. And for now, this is KRX50, writing off.